first sighting I'm going to start off with happened in 1891, and the witness was Professor J. Norman Colley.
Okay.
Now,
he sounds like a pretty cool dude.
Yeah, and you might have noticed he's a professor.
Yeah.
So he's one of the most famous and credible witnesses. So he's particularly credible because he is a scientist. He's got
like us.
Exactly like us. Right, so he had his PhD in chemistry. He then became Professor of Organic Chemistry at UCL.
Very nice.
Yeah, from 1896 to 1930, and then he was head of department at UCL till about 1928. Mm-hmm. So, very credible, educated man.
Very clever guy.
Professor. But, more importantly, he was an experienced mountaineer. He'd been to the Himalayas, he climbed mountains in most of Europe, the UK, and then in the 1990s, the BBC did a documentary on British explorers and mountaineers, and he was featured in it. So he's arguably...
I mean, he wasn't on it though.
No, he didn't appear in it. He was
dead.
No, they dug up his corpse.
Yeah.
I mean, how old was he in 1891?
He was 32.
He was 32 in 1891.
Yeah.
Right. So when he saw the whimsical grey man.
Yeah.
The grey man.
The big fella.
Big fella.
The big grey fella.
The big grey fella.
Yeah.
He was...
Is this going to be like 10 minutes of audio? You just going, the big man, the big grey man, the big man.
Pretty much, yeah. He was 31.
Yeah.
Yeah.
32.
32.
Alright, okay. So he's not even like he was getting on a bit or anything when he saw him.
No, he was...
So was he working at UCL at the time when he saw him?
No, in 18... Actually, yeah. I think so. I think he got his PhD in 1888, and I think he was at UCL since then.
So where did he say he sighted him?
In Scotland.
At the mountain.
Right, get into the sighting and
yeah.
Okay. So he was on his way back down from the summit of Ben Macdui, so he got to the top. On his way back down, he said the air was thick with a fog and a mist, so he couldn't really see too much far in front of him. And then what happened then is he heard this crunching sound. And to him it sounded like footsteps.
Yeah.
But what was interesting...
It wasn't like a flag in a thunderstorm.
No, not like a flag in a thunderstorm. This time he described it as heavy footsteps in wet gravel. And I don't know if you would be able to find that.
You could tell he didn't do a lot of writing, this guy. He couldn't write a poem, could he?
If you get that audio noise up and listen to it, it's quite a creepy noise. If you were on your own heard it, this crunch.
What are they doing?
But yeah, if you maybe throw the audio in, I don't know, it's like crunch. It would be creepy if you were up on a mountain on your own.
And there was no one else there.
Yeah, and you started it. But he said it sounded like footsteps, and what was interesting to him is it sounded like big footsteps, because for every 3 or 4 steps he was taking, he'd hear thud, and then he'd take up more steps, thud, as if it was taking long strides.
Yeah.
Well, as in to try and catch up with it?
No, he thinks that was hit. It
you
sounded
mean
Russian. Its pace just sounded like boom.
Like Jurassic Park.
Yes.
And also the strides were probably short because of how tall it was.
Yes, yeah. So it felt like it was doing big long strides behind him. So he was peering into the mist and he couldn't see anything, but he could still hear this crunching, and he was not feeling great. Like I said, he was starting to feel scared, so he just started making his way back down the mountain fast as possible, got to the bottom, didn't see it, and was safe. That was it, done. Now, he sighted, so that occurred in 1891. What is interesting is he
did seem like anything.
Well, this is the thing. Although he's the most credible witness, he doesn't claim to have seen anything. He felt the dread, he heard the crunching, he got out of there.
Right, okay. Alright.
Interesting.
He didn't go around shouting about this sighting in 1891. It didn't come out publicly till 1925. He's part of what is called the Cairngorms Club, I think, which is a Scottish mountaineering club.
Yeah.
And they have a meeting every year where they all get together and they talk and stuff. And I think he had to stand up in that and give a story or a talk.
Yeah.
And that's where he told the story. And it basically said that's what happened, and it was sort of he doesn't know what to make of it. If you think it was the grey man, you do that, but it was all I can tell you is there's something strange about the summit of that mountain.
So he does sound like quite a rational guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he basically, whatever happened, when he finished that like speech, he said, I wouldn't go up there again on my own.
Oh,
He said, there's definitely something a bit strange up there.
How tall is the summit of Ben Macdui?
How tall is the mountain itself?
why?
Well, I'm thinking of altitude sickness.
359 meters is apparently like 1,200 feet. So, like 51,540 feet?
That can't be right. Because
Uh,
thing is 36,000 feet.
I'd say,
Oh, that might, yeah. Because thing is 36,000 feet, isn't it?
like, there's a thing here that says 4,295 feet there. Why?
Yeah, why?
I'm thinking of altitude sickness.
Well, yeah, he's up a mountain. Yeah, probably.
No. But
I
it
don't
is,
think it's that high.
that's why I'm saying it's not high enough to be altitude sickness.
No.
What
It says
what my
ele-
thought process was if he was high enough and he was on his own and he got altitude sickness and say it's like quite dark at night, like your brain might have played tricks on you. That's what I was thinking.
Okay.
Okay, sure.
But it's not high enough.
I don't think it is because it's
Plus
smaller than
plus-
Ben Nevis.
Yeah. Plus if he's a seasoned mountaineer, he'd be used to that sort of height. That's a very low height.
I don't think it's like a specialist mountain or anything
No,
like that.
no.
Um,
If you come back and said it was like 20,000 feet or like even like 17,000 feet, I'm
Yeah.
like, maybe.
yeah. So yeah, he was just like, wouldn't go back up there on my own.
20,000 feet is like very high, so maybe like 10,000 feet.
Yeah.
20,000 is way too high.
Yeah. But I don't think it was altitude sickness. But interestingly, he didn't say he saw anything. Heard a noise, felt a bit uncomfortable, came back down. So then,
Yeah. Has it got a lot of like woodland creatures on there or anything, do you know?
wooden creatures.
Woodland creatures.
It has deers.
Mm.
That's what it's famous for. It's like a national park and has a lot of deers on it.
Okay.
It hasn't got, as far as I'm aware, it doesn't have bears. They don't have bears in Scotland.
They don't have bears in Scotland. They've been that dead for years.
Yeah, it's the same with the wolves. That's the things they want to reintroduce, but I don't think they've got them.
Okay.
They don't have apes or gorillas.
Why were you thinking apes or
Because
gorillas?
I feel like you think he's seen wildlife and mistaken.
Yeah.
Or you think it might be the deer making the noise.
Yeah. Why would I think ape or gorillas?
I don't know.
Who would think that they saw an ape or gorilla on a mountain in Scotland?
Well, that lion escaped once, didn't it, in the UK
Yeah.
somewhere, and it caused loads of issues.
Why your brain made you think I thought it's a gorilla?
So you get that one.
Yeah.
Right.
Next.
Ready. So the next sighting.
I'm excited for
Going
this one.
into the future. The next sighting is pretty fun. 1943.
Right.
Right. So different sources. Some say he's a mountaineer again. Some say he's a soldier. Fits with the.
Why does some say one thing once? Is he both or is he
Well,
one?
it could be. He, with the time frame, 1943, it makes sense. World War II.
Yeah.
And he could potentially be stationed in a barracks near Ben Macdui, and he's thought I'll go for a hike.
Yeah.
Right, so it's 1943, and again went to the top of Ben Macdui, got to the summit, and it was covered in mist and fog again. And then same thing happened where he felt like an ominous presence. He felt like, oh, something's wrong here. Now, interestingly, he starts hearing footsteps.
Yeah.
He's described as crunching as well. So,
Yeah.
crunch, crunch, crunch. He's hearing the footsteps. He's got the dread. He sees this large grey creature in front of him. It says it charged at him,
Okay.
and all he thought to do was pull out his service revolver
Yeah.
and fire 3 shots off at it. So he just sees this thing coming out. He's like, bam, bam, bam. Yeah. But it still keeps coming. So he's like, whoa, clearly bullets on, whatever's coming out,
Yeah.
he's not doing it. And he just like picks it down the mountain. Done. Like, he doesn't know what it was. Well, he thinks it was the Grey Man. He said like, oh, was it the Grey Man? He's like, he thinks. Yeah.
Did he see how tall it was? Did he like give an estimation of its height?
How many
or anything?
chips
It was-
tall is it?
It was,
3.5.
in a way with words, I believe he described it as huge.
It's about
That's
3
that
chips.
is that
Four
I
chips.
can't
Yeah.
think of a more a more accurate estimation. Like,
Yeah.
a more detailed estimation.
Yeah.
It was huge.
Yeah.
Remember with the Thunderbird, a lot of people will like estimate wingspan and
Yeah.
think that with the grey man it is mainly like huge, big, large,
Yeah.
giant.
Right. Okay. Great.
Well, basically plus 6 foot.
Right.
So anywhere between tall and giant.
Anywhere
Yeah.
between like a chip and an actual giant.
So that's the end of that sighting. Now we're going in the future a bit more again.
So did he get away?
Yeah, he just got down, so it's in Jason.
Do you reckon he was just like, you know?
Maybe whatever it is, it's got like a point that can't go any further.
Yeah.
Potentially, if it's sort of a bit spiritual, a bit hooky dooky.
Because this has reminded me of the ritual a lot.
Maybe it's like
doesn't it?
a guardian of Ben Macdui, if you want to
Yeah.
get it. Because like
Oh,
up there
I
in
like that.
Scotland,
I
it's
like
very
that.
spiritual and very
I like that.
old
I
worldy.
like that.
It might be protecting the summit, but it can't go so low. It's like 17 more sightings here, we're only like 5% in. We're going to be
Yeah.
like 5 minutes.
Well, if Reese
Reese,
showed
yeah.
us how tall the mountain was in feet, in inches.
What's those
What's the
obscure-
altitude?
Like, I think I've prepped, I've got a page here, like, extra
Right.
info.
I mean, the idea that you had altitude sickness is not out there. It's not like a
But
far-fetched
I'll
story.
wait till the end when I bring.
No, because I'm
The
gonna
extra-
forget. Like,
No, you should have a little notebook. You should have little notes down as we go.
No,
Yeah, yeah,
no,
yeah.
Maybe bring it at the end.
No, I'm
and
not
we
doing that.
back. So we're 1956 now.
these are all quite old sightings. Can I just point this out?
Yeah, that's fine. I understand this.
Noted.
But let's not ruin the fun just yet. Let's give us 2 more minutes and then I'm going to start like absolutely tearing it to shreds. So
Okay.
1956 is not a sighting.
Okay.
It is our first bit of evidence.
Mm.
This is what I'm waiting for. I've been waiting for this. Come on.